Well, thanks everyone. Hyundai are introducing their new N and N Line vehicles in both the Elantra and the Sonata. So what does N mean? Namyang from Korea, Nürburgring from Germany. They are about racing and performance. These vehicles are about racetrack, about cornering and full sports car potential. The N Line gives you a taste of what it's like to have a race car. The N is the real thing. Now, if it has N in its title, it means fun. And that's what we're going to be doing, having fun for the next few minutes. It's not until I get into a vehicle that has a manual transmission that I realize how much I miss it. And this Elantra N Line with a manual transmission is absolutely amazing. A lot stiffer suspension than the regular Elantra and the hybrid, which I actually drove yesterday just to compare. I'm on twisty turniers above Malibu. It's a lot of fun driving it around corners and changing gears. It's quite a fun and dynamic drive. But what about the Sonata N Line? The Sonata N Line is more my style, with 290 horsepower, with increased engine sound for your pleasure, braking upgrades and launch controls so you can get quicker off-the-line starts when you are doing your 0 to 60 mile an hour on-ramp starts. So how do you tell a regular Elantra and Sonata from the N Line versions? Unique front fascia once you walk back, bigger wheels, you'll see black mirror caps, badging throughout the vehicles, a lip on the trunk, and also the exhausts sound and look slightly different. Hyundai have made it look cool, but not made it so every cop is going to notice that you have an N Line and want to pull you over. This N Line for the Sonata is just the taste of things to come. There is a lot of cool stuff just about to come out of Hyundai. They started the N and the N Line ideas about 6 years ago, and in the next few years, by 2022, there will be 7 different Ns and N Lines in the Hyundai fleet. The RM20E is their electric race car. That's on the way, 810 horsepower. What Hyundai are doing in their racing division is winning races. They're currently doing that, especially with their Veloster N that has won a bunch of races, and that means that people are buying them because once you win races and you get known for performance, everybody wants to be behind the wheel of something that's a winner. Hyundai got the timing exactly right for their N cars because consumers are looking for just a little more out of life. It's hard to say what the competitive set for the Elantra N Line is. This manual may get people who would be buying a WRX, Type R from Honda, or even a GTI. But often it'll be people who are stepping up out of a regular Hyundai who just want a little bit more. But most of the buyers will be fans of the Hyundai brand and will be looking for an extra special, sportier drive. Now, just because you have a performance car doesn't mean that you get shorted on the tech. Both in the Sonata N Line and the Elantra N Line, you get good screens. In the Sonata, it's a 10.25-inch big screen on the inside, and in the Elantra, it's an 8-inch screen, so you can get all of the infotainment options that you were expecting. Also standard, wireless charging pad, Hyundai's digital key, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. The inside of the vehicles remain much the same as the regular versions of the Sonata and the Elantra, but you do get some very spiffy sport seats, which I have to tell you feel and look good. They are N unique Dynamica leather seats. It also has a 10.25-inch navigation screen, a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, Bose premium audio system, and a panoramic sunroof. Under the hood is where things get a little bit more exciting. This in the Elantra, 1.6-litre turbo engine outputting 201 horsepower. The exciting thing here, mated to either a 7-speed automatic transmission or, for those who love to drive a manual, 6-speed manual transmission. In the Sonata version, there is a 2.5-litre turbo outputting 290 horsepower. This is fun to drive. Take that, freeway on-ramp. What Hyundai is doing is putting the fun back in ownership, which is something we could all do with a little more of right now. I'm Nick Miles.